So, as you know, we are going to write a film review in today's lesson. What can you probably read in a film review? Give your ideas.
We can describe acting, plot, special effects, music and soundtracks, settings and costumes, and
Costumes
and camera.
Good. Now what I want you to do, open your copybooks and create a word cloud showing all these ideas, and I want you to add 3 adjectives that can probably help you describe acting and plot and soundtracks and special effects and so on. Take your time. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, what adjectives can you use to describe acting?
To describe acting, I can use convincing, brilliant, and exciting.
Very good. So, what about the plot?
About the plot, I can use epic, gripping, and I think interesting.
Very well. What words do we usually use speaking about special effects?
We often use words like stunning, unbelievable, masterful, fantastic, and overwhelming.
Very good. Overwhelming was a good word. Okay, when we describe music and soundtracks, what adjectives can you use to describe them?
Top hit, catchy, and maybe relaxing.
Very well. What about settings and costumes?
Costumes can be wonderful, historical, and maybe spectacular.
Very well. What about camera work? Because it is important, right?
Camera work can be skilled, professional, well done, or unskilled and not professional.
Good job. Now I want you to read a film review. This is your copy. Please read, and you have to determine what parts does it contain and what do we usually express in each part. What is each part for? Read, please.
I'm a big fan of the Indiana Jones movies, so I was first in the queue at the box queue. At the box office when Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was screened out our local cinema.
At our local cinema.
Like its blockbuster predecessors, it is directed by Steven Spielberg and starred Harrison Ford in the title role as an archaeologist adventure.
What is this paragraph for?
Its paragraph.
This paragraph
is introduction.
Introduction. What information does it contain?
It contains.
It contains.
Where it's who starred, and
who stars in the film, right?
In the film, and what role does they play?
Okay, does it have the name of the film, the name of the director?
Yes.
And the genre of the film?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that means that in the first paragraph or in introduction, we can find general information about the film. Its name, its title, the name of the director, the genre, and probably the names of actors who star in this film. Okay, read the second paragraph.
Set in 1957 at the height of the Cold War. Most of the action takes place in the jungles of South America. The plot revolves around the race to find the crystal skull, which the villainous Soviet officer Irina Spalko, Kate Blanchett, wants to get her hands on in order to harness its mystical powers. Needless to say, at the end of the film, the goodies come out on top, find the skull, and restore it to its rightful place.
Good. What is this paragraph for? What does it describe?
It is a plot. It describes where and at what time the story
takes place. So it is a short description, short retelling of the plot. Now what I want you to do, look through this paragraph again and find out what grammar tense is used to retell the plot.
To retell the plot, set in 1957 in the height of the Cold War.
You don't have to reread. Revolves, wants, and other verbs. What grammar tenses are they?
It is present simple.
The present simple tense. So, and we have to remember that when we write film reviews or book summaries and we want to retell the plot briefly, we usually use the present simple tense. Now we are going to revise how we form the present simple tense and what are the main meanings of the present simple tense. Open your books, page 88, and read through the rule. Pay your attention that the main difficulty in forming the present simple tense is when we form the third person singular. We usually add the ending s or es with some spelling rules. Besides, remember that we use the present simple for daily routines or repeated actions, to describe habits, to describe permanent states, to speak about tables, timetables and schedules, when we speak about general truths or laws of nature, and also we use the present simple tense in reviews, sport commentaries and narrations. Now I want you to revise the present simple tense through an exercise. Your task is to open the brackets and to put the verbs into the proper form, present simple form, and then to match each sentence to the meaning of the present simple tense. Okay? Read each sentence and match. Please read the first one.
Gabriel watches the 8 o'clock news every evening.
Well done.
It is daily routine.
Good job. Next one.
The brave man jumps into the fire and saves the child. It is challenging of developing situation.
No, think over. We narrate the story. The brave man goes there and does some things. We narrate the story and it is a narration. Well done. Next one.
When a volcano erupts, lava flows out of its crater. It's a general truth of law of nature.
Correct. Next one.
What time does a sport line start? Chris, it is timetable of schedule.
Timetable or schedule, that's good.
Chris eats chocolate when he's nervous.
Good job, well done.
It's habit.
It's a habit, right.
People who live in coastal areas the most at risk when a tsunami hits.
Stop there. People who
live.
Live, that is correct. Why do we have to say people who live? People, is it plural or singular? It's plural, that is right. And we don't add ending s or es when we use present simple in the plural. Okay, what meaning of the present tense is here, the present simple tense?
Permanent state.